Hello everyone, Victoria here. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that I see in the online space, and it is probably one of the biggest mistakes that I see people making, especially as they're reaching their first million, multi-7, and definitely when they're moving towards that 8-figure empire. We often feel that people just want so much value for the money that they're spending, and we need to put as much as possible, as many materials, as much content into those particular offers. The problem with that is it comes with this feeling of pure overwhelm. So I want you to think about this. I've just written some notes down in front of me because I really want you to understand this, because it's going to make such a big difference as you start hitting that first million and then multi-7 figures. You don't need to add in every type of materials, all these content, because people are going to be so overwhelmed. So to begin, I know I talk to you about this all the time. I personally have built my business on value before transaction. People consume my free content and I love that they do, and I just give so much of it away. But I truly, truly believe that once people are ready to play, once they're ready to hit that first 7-figure mark, and once they're ready to be like, okay, I'm doing this. I've done all the freebies, I'm reading everything, I'm listening to stuff. Now I want to take action and implement. Now I want to take action and implement. Now they're putting up their hand and saying, okay, I'm ready to invest in myself to make this happen. At some point, if you want to really move forward, you've got to move out of that information gathering mode where, oh, I'm going to download that freebie. Oh, I'm going to go to that free masterclass. I'm definitely going to make sure that I read that ebook. What happens is we move our mindset from information gathering to taking action, to executing, to implementing. And what we want to do is we want to do the same with our audience. We want to say, okay, here's this free value. I truly honor and respect you as a buyer, as an empowered buyer. And when you're ready to invest in yourself, I'm here for you. That's why I personally constantly give free value. I get people to comment, or I get people to share their biggest takeaway. Then what happens is either I or my back-end team, being my unicorn connectors, traditionally setters and closers, will go in. They'll start conversations, or I will do the same. Often if somebody sends me a personal DM or asks me a question about a Facebook Live I did, or a piece of content that I've shared, I'll jump in there myself. I'll say to my team, I've got this. I'll go in, start that conversation, answer all their questions. One thing I will say about that, as you're building your business and you are bringing people on to help you in that back end, make sure you are being 1,000% honest and transparent. I will say, this is Victoria, or I will get my team to say, this is Mazen, this is Nick, this is Faith, this is Nez. Like whoever it is, they will comment that it's them. Pure transparency in everything that you do. Otherwise, you're starting that relationship off with a lie. Like, oh, that just makes me feel icky. And I know so many people do that, and they get setters to say they're them, whatever. Please don't do that. It's just gross. It's like those, I actually went on to, I'm digressing as I do so well every day. I went on to a webinar earlier this week, and it was about Instagram shout out, something I'm super interested in, something my team and I work on quite a bit. And the guy was pretending it was live. And I was just getting so frustrated, and then comments would come up. But what was so interesting about that is when I put the information in, when I opted in to attend the webinar, it goes for 90 minutes, I could watch it every 10 minutes. So I'm wondering, has this guy just cloned himself if he's doing a 90-minute webinar every 10 minutes? Like, people just think we're so stupid. They think we're so stupid. Pure transparency, pure honesty with everything that we do. Going back to what I was talking about. So we want to provide this value before transaction, but what we want to do is we want to move people that are ready from that information gathering stage into a paid client. What we need to remember is they're not investing in you as the coach, the mentor, the course creator, whatever you're doing online. They're investing in themselves, saying, okay, I've done all the freebies. I've got as far as I can go. And now I want to do two things. One, I want to know what I need to do next to get the result that I'm desperately wanting. Remember, wanting, they're buying from emotion, not need, not logistical. They want this. And two, tell me what I should not be doing. When people come and work with me, it's 100% bespoke in my one-on-one offers. I have 7 pillars inside my 7-figure framework, which are the 7 must-dos. They have to happen to get people to 7 figures, no-brainers. But then there's no cookie cutter. We're not going to just have one marketing strategy and get 5 clients to do the same thing. It doesn't work like that. It's got to be customized. It must be bespoke and very tailored for the person. So what I really want you to remember, and something I'd possibly, would love for you to write down, is information is cheap. Like, they're not spending anything, it's cheap. Customization is what is going to get you to your first $1 million. Customization is what is going to get you to your first $1 million. So instead of doing what most people are doing in the online space, they are adding everything, including the kitchen sink, in that 10K offer because they think that's what people want. When people are coming to work with me to make their first 7 figures, less is more. I need them to stop being on TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter and Facebook. Instead, I need them to focus on 1 or 2 things and do them magnificently well so they cut through the noise, which is the #1 job for you as a business owner. To scale to your first $1 million, you've got to cut through the noise. So instead of thinking that the price is in relation to the amount of content and materials, I want you instead to think about the price increases in proportion to the customization of the product. If you can customize it, if you can make it a bespoke experience for that person, that's when they're going to pay you 10, 20, 50, 100K to work with you. It's that proximity. People can go and get a self-led, self-paced course anywhere and pay $27 for it. They're going to pay you $27,000 for you to help them figure out what they need to do next to either solve that pain point, that problem they're experiencing, or to help them with the fulfillment, the achievement of that big desire, that goal, that vision that they have. They're not going to pay, $27,000 to be put in a course. You're going to help them with something that involves a rapid transformation, something that's going to help them collapse time and get results. They don't want to spend 27 years hitting 8 figures. They want to know what it is they need to do, the next things they need to do, and most importantly, and I often say to my private clients, probably even more importantly, what not to do. People think that they've got to do everything. We've got to do all the things. You need to instead be crystal clear and laser focused on just a few things at a time to move the money needle and get you closer to that 7 figures. If you're doing everything, you're just working way too hard and you're wasting so much money. You need to cut through the noise in a way that people can see very quickly what your message is, what it is that you're able to help them with. So I want you to really think about the price increasing in proportion to the customization of what it is that you're selling, because people will pay more for less. And it's hard for people to get that. When people are coming to work with me, they want so much less. They don't want any overwhelm. They don't want to burn out. They don't want overwhelm. They don't want to burn out. Time is an asset that people pay a lot of money for. So think of customization as spending more money to save more time. Think of customization as spending more money to save more time. And the people that are paying 10, 20, 50, 100K are paying for less. They're paying to collapse time around their results because that's what people are buying. They're buying an end result. They're buying a transformational experience. What I would love for you to do today is to write down, let's say you've got a 12-week course and part of that 12 weeks, they get 6 sessions with you. At the end of those 12 weeks, what is the rapid transformation? What is it that that person has experienced? What is that rapid transformation that you've helped them get? Remembering it's a co-creation when we're talking in the universe of unicorns. People are paying you 20, 30, 40, 50K to work with you. What is that end result? What does it look like and what does it feel like for them? Write it down, because if you can't articulate that, how do you expect your audience to understand? There is so much noise and clutter and saturation in the online space. And your number one job, this is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've said this today, in this video, is to cut through the noise. And if you can't do that, it's going to be very hard to move from where you are now to 7 multi-7 figures. People need to know very quickly, what is it that you can help me with? Nobody's coming to find out how to be more productive. Nobody's coming to work with me to find out how to do a certain exercise at the gym or to learn about nutrition. Nobody's coming to work with me to learn how to do TikTok ads. Nobody's coming to work with me for ... My people, my empowered buyers, get so much free value. And then when they are ready to take action and implement what that 7-figure framework looks like for them, I'm often top of mind because they've consumed all this content. They're like, yes, I want to work with that person. That is my person. Remembering, people buy from people. So you must be able to articulate to your target audience what it is that you can help them with, whether it's the pain point, the solution, or the dream, the vision, and the fulfillment and the achievement of that. And if not, why are they going to buy? A confused mind never buys. If you make it too complicated, or you've got 3 different payment plans that just take too much thought to figure out, no, it's too hard. I'll find an easier solution. So less is more. If you've got a 10K package, don't think that you have to put everything, including the kitchen sink, in there. Go through it and start removing things. They do not want overwhelm. They do not want, like, I don't know what to do next. Like, you need to give them this roadmap. This is what we're going to do together as a co-creation. It's so important that you remind yourself of this as you're in the curation process of building out the most irresistible unicorn offer possible. Otherwise, people won't buy. We have clients, private clients, who have like 10, 15, 25, 50K offers and are selling, 2, 3, 4, 5 a week. Why? Because they are so crystal clear on their message, on their core message. They're seen as a category of one, of that person, that this is their superpower. This is their zone of genius. They're not helping you with 12 million things. This is what they're helping me with. This is what they're helping you with. How can you be that person, that category of one, where people think of a topic and you come to mind? Somebody types in a Facebook group. I'm personally tagged like hundreds of times a week in groups. I really want to make my first $1 million. Oh, at Victoria Garlick, this is what she does. that's what I want for you to be, that category of one where you're top of mind to help your audience solve the pain point they're experiencing in rapid time, that rapid transformation, and or, because sometimes it's a fusion of the two, and or help them with the achievement, the fulfillment of that dream, that goal, that vision. So think deeply today about how you can articulate that. And then I have two opportunities for you today. One, comment below, free, and I will send you the link to Your First Million. It's a free platform, a free group that I have on School, where I add content pretty much every day inside there to help you get closer to doing that on your own. Or two, if you are ready to invest in yourself, you're ready to take action, enough information gathering, and you're ready to hit your first million with a very, very specific, very intentional and strategic step-by-step framework, and have me as your partner in crime to do it, where we walk side by side together. Just send me a private message or comment below and let's have a chat. We can jump on a quick Zoom call, or we can chat online and see if one of my offers, I have 11. I've got 11 choices to choose from, but I won't make it hard for you. You'll tell me what you need and I'll show you what we've got. I'm here to answer any and all questions you have. I hope today that you leave this session crystal clear on less is more, and people will pay more for less stuff. So stop putting things in there that they don't need and start pulling things out. They want the end result. This sounds so gross, but people don't care how the sausage gets made. It's disgusting, but it's such a great analogy. And when I think about it, it reminds me, they don't care how the sausage gets made. They don't care about all those features. They care about the benefits. What's in it for them? What are they getting? Put it up in lights and start speaking to that, and you're going to see your sales absolutely explode, because people are going to feel, that you've joined the conversation they're having, and you're putting on a platter what it is they need right now. And when I say need, I'm talking more of, I shouldn't even really say need, I should say what they want right now, because that's what we see, people buying what they want. All right, comment below free for access to School, or send me a private message, or comment below if you'd like to find out a little bit more about my 11 offers, and especially if you would like to work together one-on-one. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. I am heading out to my son's baseball game now. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here on the Northern Beaches in Sydney. So enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are around the world. I hope you found today valuable and inspiring. Thanks again, and bye for now.